Who is Father Garcia, you may ask? Well, allow him to introduce himself. When you think of the most badass character in Fate and Holy Trinity, you don't think about Father Ward, who is badass but doesn't have a shotgun. Or Gary, who, spoiler alert, loves you very much. You don't think of them. You think of the unmistakable grey figure known as Father Garcia. He is the Chad of the game, and not only one with an amazing mustacho, but the one that is directly responsible for the main character's survival, and the reason why the Black Sabbath is not dooming humanity in the 80s. As long as John goes down the kindergarten, of course, if not, well... Yeah, remember that John did this other thing. Quite a bloodbath. But regardless, without him doing all this, the Unspeakable would have won for sure, although it was going to be a hard victory to obtain. I mean, John did nothing, would have still gone down the tunnels and fight, although he was, as we know, defeated in this scenario. But what do we know about Father Garcia? Well, we can keep the basics and just go with he has a shotgun. And he's capable of breaking havoc among the Order of the Second Death. Kinda like a Doomslayer breaking havoc amongst the hordes of demons that assault Earth in the far, far future.
My brothers and sisters, let's help to make our friends.
Yeah, no why we're in the 80s anymore. But we also know that he's a Catholic priest, and as such, we can understand him better if we look at the institutions he serves in a questionable way. The Catholic Church. As you may or may not know, because not everyone is a Catholic, you dirty heretic, the Church of Rome is a strict hierarchy where each clerical member is subordinate to those who are above them. In the case of Father Garcia, he's a priest. And he's under the mantle of Cardinal Griffin, and oh boy, let me tell you, this is big. He's not under a mere bishop, but a cardinal, you know. The only group of guys who can cast a vote in the elections of the next pope when the one currently sitting on St. Peter's throne kicked the bucket? So, Father Garcia is the big deal from the very beginning, to the point of being tasked by the Cardinal himself with the mission to exorcise Michael, a teenager who is possessed by an unknown demon. But the exorcism, for one reason or another, is cancelled midway by the Cardinal, probably because of the time it took for some progress and the family of the boy getting restless, and the teenager is ordered to be returned to his family. But Garcia doesn't oblige. He thinks the boy is too dangerous to be returned and has changed so much that he's unrecognizable and no longer human. And I mean, look at this guy, he clearly is not fit to return to human society. So he refuses, ignores the Cardinal's orders, and proceeds with the rituals, although Michael, probably because of the shattered spirit of Garcia after the orders of the Cardinal reach him, manages to escape, killing people in his wake and going after John in what we know as Chapter 1. And it is in this very same chapter that it is revealed to us that he's a resourceful character that will get to the bottom of things if he needs to, because he goes after Michael, trying to save or, well, stop him, and when Father John managed to kill him... that wasn't canon, and I wasn't referring to Dad. That wasn't canon either. We then find out that Father Garcia, probably because he saw John in the vicinity of the house of the Martin and 2+2, searched for the news, accessed some private data you shouldn't have access to, and there you have all the names you need to know. He goes and contacts John, synchronizing their efforts to stop the Order of the Second Death. He's also the one who puts John back on track. He was doubting hard about what happened in the Martin's house back when he first attempted to exorcise Amy, thanks to the secret institution he was in. Yep, perfectly normal way of recalling it. And he's the one who tells him that what happened back in the house was real and not a weird flex of his imagination.
Yes, it's true what happened to Amy. You are no murderer, John. There is not much you could have done. But maybe now her soul is at rest. Let us go.
Thus, we can deduct from all this that Garcia, who only spoke in letters to John up to this point and never met him in person, is persuasive, encouraging, and can read the potential of other people with a simple glance. He only saw him in the forest back when Michael died by truck. His use of words is so powerful that the guy literally appears in John's dreams as a mentor or protective figure. He is, to Ward, a godsend. Someone who understands him and will help him overcome his demons. After this, we can see that he has even more resources because he can access the Child Protective Service database. It was not public back in the day, in order to find out about the twins, but they are nowhere to be found. I wonder why. So far, we have the perfect protagonist who's going through his own adventure parallel to John's, guiding him to the different places where the cult has had any activity, the clinic, the department complex, and finally the kindergarten. All while doing his research and preparing for the final confrontation, and oh boy, he came ready for it! Not only all of this, but he's also an expert on the subject of demons, the rituals to summon them, and the many ways to stop them. After all, he's an exorcist. So we know that he's not only wise, realistic, he's not taking any chances, and devout. He also knows that, even after all the things John did to stop Malphas, the deed is not done. It will never be done. The unspeakable is still out there, trying to tear through the fabric of reality to get into the mortal realm, and he has an army of cultists probably lurking around the globe ready to help him achieve this. And here we have him, a powerful and inspiring man, willing to take the weight of the world and its protection over his shoulders, even if it means leaving the church behind and becoming, to their eyes, a dangerous heretic. He's also someone who despises cowardice and is willing to force someone indecisive to action if it forwards his cause to protect the world of the living. But he's also kind, because if John goes with Lisa, he doesn't oppose this decision. He respects it and lets the couple go, even if it means losing a powerful asset to his cost against the unspeakable like Father Ward is. Because let's be honest, this guy proved himself to be able to defeat demons with strength of fate alone. Look what he did to Super Miriam. So, in the end, this is Father Garcia, the grey figure, the original Doomslayer.
Let's go fight some demons.